we're based in Lefkada, on the island of Lefkada in Nikiana. And we do charters either half day, full day, or overnight if our guests require it. And check-in is normally from 9:30 till 5:30 p.m. But again, we're really super adaptable. So we will tailor anything to our charter guests. If you want to just go around Lefkada, that's fine. If you want to go to Ithaca, Meganisi, if you want to go and swim with pigs on one of the Greek islands, then we will take you to do that. That's become very popular over the last couple of weeks. We have a skipper, which is mandatory, and we have a hostess, which doesn't need to be mandatory, but she is there to serve all of the food and all of the drinks to the guests, which is completely complimentary. So every morning charter or full day charter has a full Greek breakfast, hams, cheeses, breads, yogurts, fruits, etc., and your hot drinks. And then we do a meze lunch, which again is kind of hard to label because all of our produce is fresh and seasonal. So it very, very much depends on what the shops have on the day. But it will be, cheeses, meats, olives, very much traditional things, wine, beer, all those kinds of things are completely complimentary. We also have snorkel equipment, subboards on, so you can go paddleboarding. We've got loads. We've got water noodles, we've got buckets, we've got spades, we've got a whole host of things. But the most exciting thing is we have 2 underwater scooters, which we charge an additional rate of €50 per scooter for, but they are the most fun thing. And you can put your phone on them, go underwater, film everything. So those are really.
Is it a sea bob? Do you call it that?
Yeah, it is like a sea bob, but it goes fully underwater, or you can hover
Oh,
up. So it's really good fun, and they're super safe. So we got the safest ones made, which means that children above the age of 9 can use them. Um, they're really safe, but they are so much fun. So that's all the things you can do whilst the boat is not sailing. Other than that, there isn't really much more to add because we
uh,
tailor everything to our guests.
nice. So you offer like half day, a full day. Can people sleep aboard?
They can sleep on board, yeah. So we have 2 cabins, a double and one with 2 singles in it. But I would say most comfortably, 4 people is the maximum you would have on the boat. We can accommodate 6, but that's a case of changing 2 of the sofa beds on the deck into beds. Entirely up to you, whatever your preference would be.
Understood. Okay. And the fly, where do they fly to? The guests? What
So
is the
you
best?
fly to get to Lefkada, you fly into Preveza and then you go across a bridge. So Lefkada is quite a small island with a really small population. Because we tend to do day charters, we don't really do any transfers from the airports or anything like that. We can offer to provide a taxi service if our guests are coming from villas across the other side of the island. But because the island is so small, the majority of them rent their own cars or get their own taxis because there's free parking at the Nikiana port. We've got lovely coffee shops and restaurants, and a lot of the guests tend to come a little bit early, have their breakfast or have a coffee before they embark on their cruise.
Amazing. Yeah, great. So you mentioned swimming with pigs.
Yes. So I know there's an island in the Bahamas that's very famous for swimming with pigs, but as it turns out, there's also one in Greece, which is not too far from where we are, where you can go and you can swim with the pigs. The water is so crystal clear as well. It's absolutely beautiful. It's an amazing experience.